Guys, gals, non-binary pals, welcome once again to SciFiAIguy Plays. It's Monday night, which means it's time to hang out with Justin.
Hello.
I keep forgetting which direction
It's
to
me.
turn. It's Justin, and we're playing Donut County, which has been a fantastic game in which we roleplay as a horrible trash beast that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. That is
It's true.
via an app devouring the world and then later being chastised by townfolk. But we want a quadcopter, so, you know, who doesn't want a quadcopter? I'm going to turn this fan off. Justin, say hello to the lovely people.
Sure. I'm so excited to once again be a hideous trash beast, to reveal my interior as my exterior, to read the quiet parts loud, and be the trash beast that I've been within for many years.
Well, this is what I was about to say. Like, this, you've just been method acting for our entire friendship. That's dedication. It's dedication to the bit.
I mean, I try to be a somewhat interesting sophisticate, but it turns out that I can let that down. I can break kayfabe. I can be the raccoon that we've all been all along.
Cool word drop there. How's your week been? Give us a quick breakdown on the week of Justin.
It's been good. So this last week, obviously, or not obviously, obviously to people that ask me about podcast things, I have gone into this new rhythm of doing mini-sodes and then full episodes. So this past week has been the big editing week for the big episode that is the proper thing. And that's been very good. We put that out on Friday, and that was lovely. But yeah, so that's been the kind of that's the week where I duck into the cave.
Yeah.
And don't exist out in the world. So I don't know. Have I had a week really?
Who can say? You were too busy looking at the shadows on the wall. We're just going to bring as many. We're going to ham-fistedly cram every philosophical concept into this stream for no good reason, just to tell people that we're aware of this stuff. It's like if a show or a movie, if any narrative wants to show that someone is clever, they show them playing chess. It doesn't matter if they're good at chess. It doesn't matter what chess means to the brain or how that could possibly signal intelligence. It is the cultural capital that is chess that is just leveraged.
One of my favorite things as a person that is, I like to think intelligent and good at chess, although the two are probably not related, is I really like watching TV shows, looking at their chess matches and having someone really triumphantly play a move that is not actually very good in the position. It's very, very pleasing to me.
I bet. I wish I learned. I never learned. No, hang on. No, I think I was in like a primary school chess class at some point. Vaguely, but I don't remember much of it. And then the only time, like, I learned the rules, and then I would just play chess with some people sometimes. And then I had friends who got really into it, and they got so into it that nobody wanted to play with them because they got too into it to let other people in.
Yeah. I mean, I still play chess online. It is a guilty pleasure of mine because it is a waste of my time, and it's also very self-aggrandizing.
Yep.
But it's very pleasing to be shown that I am not actually as good as I would like to be. It's
well, this is the problem with playing chess in our culture, is that you then wear the crown of a chess player, right?
I think the interesting thing is, though, that it is used as a cultural shorthand so often because it would be like, you know, if you play a lot of like Settlers of Catan or something, and that was the shorthand for intelligence in every TV show, then you would really see a range of people actually playing it well or badly. So you would actually get this kind of really interesting perspective on how intelligent the writers actually are, or how much research they do. It's a really interesting insight.
It is a deep well for me, and we should absolutely start playing after I've said this. We're going to segue because we can't just do this all night. I mean, at some point we should, clearly.
We could, but we should.
Yeah.
Because
look, there are games we're going to play later that deal with intelligence more. I'm sure of it, and then we will just pause for 30 minutes and ramble. But I think a lot about movies and narratives that try to present a genius of some sort.
Yeah.
Or it happens the most when you've got some sort of supposedly genius villain that is just smarter than everyone else. But then they can only ever
Yeah.
be as smart as the writers. And sometimes their plans are really, like, they're just ridiculous. They don't actually,
Yeah.
they fall apart with any sort of, prodding. And I, I'm not mad because I know what they're going for. It's just, it's unfortunate that we treat as a culture this idea of being some sort of super intelligent grandmaster as this like terrifying thing. The edifice of it means so much that people want to invoke it, even if they don't necessarily know how to invoke it. They just know how to invoke people's fear of it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it also is very related to yeah. We absolutely this will turn into a podcast if we don't
Yeah,
if we don't
yeah.
stop this conversation here. But like, yes, chess and computing is then another
Yeah.
line of
Oh God.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sick of it,
and
Justin. I'm sick of it.
we will just go far too deep if we go there. But yeah, it's amazing.
Well, would you like the good
Um,
news, Justin?
I would love the good news. What's the good news?
The good news is I've been adding games to my Steam wish list, which means that Steam tells me when things are incredibly cheap. And I've also been doing this on GOG. And I have obtained, for pennies on the dollar, a game called The Turing Test, which is a puzzle game that we have to play in person because it's a sort of Portal-style first-person puzzle gun kind of game. So it wouldn't work with the lag. Like, we have to play it in room. But it's one that
Sure.
I've watched a playthrough of it, and it does actually... The writers of the game did their research. Not in all. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
in some ways, they're invoking the Turing test as a fun concept, not in a way that stands up to any sort of rigor. But I don't want to play that game until I've done more of my thesis. It might even be like a celebration. I finished my thesis. Hey, Justin, do you want to play the Turing test? Like, I think that might be the way that I cap it off.
I would love that. Yeah. That sounds fantastic.
Because who knows? Maybe we're Turing complete. Maybe our friendship is Turing complete. This is the question that we should be asking today, or not, because instead we're going to play Donut County.
I mean, I think that I am easily mistaken for humans on a regular basis.
It's true, but not by me though. I'm too clever for that.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, let's kick over to the game. Oh, cancel. Resume. That's what I want. Okay, cool. So,
Love it.
how's the audio? The people in chat, I suspect the music is quite quiet. I can possibly goose it a little bit. I just need to know the mix.
We had a comment earlier saying your mic could come down a little bit further.
Oh, a little bit more? Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just to balance it out with my lovely voice.
Fun fact, I have different volume bars on different screens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, there's no global mixer.
Game mostly inaudible.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to bring it up as much as I can, but if I bring it up much more, I won't be able to hear my co-host. So we're just gonna have to.
Yeah.
And I just wish I knew why, because it was fine last week.
It was fine last week. I mean, I will endeavor to project as much as I can, but yeah, I shouldn't talk too much louder, or I would just break my vocal cords with my admittedly illustrious professional voice.
And you have a great professional voice. Like, this is not a word of a lie. One of the reasons your podcast works is because you're a good talker.
I can do it. It's been proven, and I've documented it painstaking.
Repeatedly, yes. If you haven't seen, Well Lit Weenie wants to play chess with you at some point.
I would love that. Yeah, let's do the chess. Yeah, I'm down.
Can you mail each other the chess notation? Play that classic way.
I would happily do correspondence chess. I potentially wouldn't do that while the postal service is as slammed.
Oh, that's a good point. That feels pretty extra to sort of put that on the postal service, as a kind of cute, we know that the world is going to shit, but we want to play chess this way.
I will put something on the envelope that says, "Please post ventilators before you get this out."
Yep. All right, so we are back in the game. Once again, happy to hear feedback from people. I'll goose my headset down a little bit more, actually, because I think, this is possibly a bit better for folk, I hope.
Beautiful.
But yeah, people in chat, please keep keep that feedback coming, because there's always a little bit of a delay as well. Go fish by correspondence. God damn it, Willow Weenie. You were just the most reliable source of these kind of jokes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Chef, nobody asked about me. Mira, did BK own you with a catapult? Oh yeah, the catapult mechanic. Hell yeah.
Yeah. This is nice. It's giving us a refresher of all the principles of the game.
Yep, we're about to ruin a restaurant. Well.
Oh, yes.
But apparently the restaurant sucks anyway, according to Salt and Pepper, who are integral to restaurants.
Take that, the service industry.
Did you know this? I was surprised when I heard this. When if you're given feedback on a cooking show by a judge and they say that the seasoning isn't good, they're just talking like Salt and Pepper when they say seasoning. They couldn't just say
Really?
apparently.
But surely they could talk about like other.
But then they would say spices or herbs, right? When they talk about
Right.
seasoning, I think what they mean, or at least this is what I was told. You know what? It's possible I was told this in a more narrow context and I'm actually conflating something. But that's fine. I'm on the internet. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So the chef is now kind of backing up our point about being Salt and Pepper, and yeah, I see it. I see the point now.
And about having a bug problem as well. Oh man.
Man, this is a good restaurant.
Yeah, let's fuck it up. Left click
Poor
to
cat.
left click to deploy hole. I want that on a shirt.
They had too many bugs, so they ordered a donut.
Well, you know what?
Well,
Can you see the bug yet?
I can see the bug.
That's horrifying. It's just hanging
You
out
know
on
what?
that crate.
You know what? I don't think they're gonna have a bug problem when
No.
we're done. I also don't know that they're gonna have a restaurant when we're
Well,
done.
this is the
They
yeah.
certainly won't have a bug problem.
It's that thing about categories of problems, right? Like you
Yeah,
cease having one problem when I've just murdered a chef. That's cool. This story actually ended
Oh.
pretty early, on balance.
That's a shame.
What? See, okay,
Poor chef.
so already we've hit that thing that this game does that I struggle with.
Yeah.
Okay, I needed to eat the last piece of grass. In other scenes, I haven't needed to eat every bit of grass. So that's interesting.
Interesting. So that's what's triggered the cutscene here. Oh, because we have to actually move physically between spaces.
Yeah, like it sort of gates itself. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a...
Interesting.
Okay, so that gets rid of the water, but this adds the
Oh,
water.
cool. We're playing a cooking game.
Oh, but then the bird...
We have to season it properly for the bird. The bird doesn't like it.
Oh my
unless we
god,
season
you're
it.
right.
Yeah.
Prophetic. The seasoning has to be on point, as Gordon Ramsay would say. Presumably, we're not allowed to have bugs in it. Because look at this enterprising bug.
I'm worried that we accidentally had a conversation on point with the game. That's very concerning to me.
Well, if this game is self-aware, perhaps that was the point, right? It's trying to,
So far I've counted 10 cockroaches. I'm assuming they're cockroaches. That's not... You want to have less...
Yeah, I think once you've hit double-digit cockroaches in your kitchen, it's possible you should do something before then, but I feel like double-digit is additionally shameful, right?
Yeah. I mean, you want to... Yeah, you want to pay attention to that.
Also, go us, which is to say, go you. You gave me the solution to that puzzle, and then I fucking smashed it.
Yeah, imagine a world where I'm not on a 30-second delay when we're trying to solve puzzles together. It's almost like we could collaborate.
Yeah, imagine it. Well, as I mentioned, I had other games lined up, and they just did not work with OBS because they're just cute little indie games, right? They aren't necessarily thinking about. I don't know what it takes. I literally don't know what the requirements are for your game to be acceptable to this format, but some games just don't meet those requirements. And, I think it probably has a lot to do with smaller teams, possibly sometimes a one-person team, right? It's not at the top. It wasn't at the top of their list when they made the game because another thing, a lot of these games I obtained through humble indie bundles many years ago.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh no! It's gotten bad. I'm eating buildings.
Oh yes. So this is the Katamari damasification of this game.
There's your term. Well, no, astroturfing's a better term.
Damasification.
Quadcopter, report to Raccoon HQ for train. Report to Raccoon HQ. So here's my question. Here's my question. Is Raccoon HQ something that BK has named within the app that is like the home base? Or was this entire app, and thus the whole and its ability to destroy worlds, the creation of raccoons as a group?
As a group? See, we haven't seen multiple... Have we seen multiple instances of a species?
No. Oh, well, apart from like combos, right? Like salt and pepper, I think, are the same something.
Oh, sure. Yep. Okay. But yeah, is Raccoon HQ simply BK's house?
I mean, that's the cutest iteration, right? Like, that's the... And it actually suits BK to a T to act like that. Well-lit Weenie pointing out, Raccoon City is at it again. I've been watching people play Resident Evil, like the remade Resident Evils. Those games are wet. They're moist.
They are viscous, yeah.
So people got food poisoning from the soup.
I don't know why.
Oh, for... Hang on.
Get poisoned from soup once. Shame on me.
So I'm having this problem. This happened before, and now it's happened again. So I have a second monitor, air quotes. That second monitor is a TV that we hook up via HDMI. It has decided to start snoozing.
Huh.
The
TV has decided to start.
Yeah, it enters a snooze mode, which TVs will want to do, but the problem is that when it does that, it screws up my entire setup because it shuffles everything.
That's...
Hello? Oh, shit, it's done the audio... Oh, my God, I'm so mad. I'm hopping mad. Sorry, everybody, I need to fix some audio stuff real quick.
Are you still hearing me on the call?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, whenever we have that problem with Discord, it's like, would you like to change audio devices? And no matter what I click, it changes one of them.
But a random one of its own choosing.
Yeah, that time it decided to mute you in my headphones for,
that's fun.
Again, no discernible reason. All right, cool. I just need to get all my windows back in place, and then I need to harangue people watching the stream. Did anything change on a broadcast level? Because a lot changed for me.
The game has frozen.
Yes.
But you have been animated on video the whole time.
When I click away from the game, it pauses and freezes.
Okay, well then it's just indicating that you've clicked away from the game.
Cool. Okay, so it's good to know that if this TV thing happens.
Crafty's saying that they lost me as well as you losing me.
Yep, cool.
So
cool. That
potentially it didn't just disappear out of the headphones.
That tracks. So I'm going to go to this TV's menu. This feels like such a weird thing to do.
I'm sorry I was away from you, chat.
What am I even looking for? Power saving? Energy saving? Standard,
Please,
middle. No, that...
Enjoy this beautiful tableau of BK before the fire. A traffic cone on his right-hand side. A mouse in a vest. Oh no, that's a varsity kind of jacket. That's a Letterman jacket. It appears.
Justin, I just want to recognize you doing the Lord's work.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
And then we have various individuals at the front. Who I think we have Morsel on the front left. I think it was Morsel that was speaking earlier, the person that was displeased with soup.
I believe so. I believe that is correct.
And then we have the turtle with a bob. Bob, I don't remember turtle with a bob's name.
What the? Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
It's not going into standby. It's losing power. And I think I know why.
Well, that's exciting.
I think it's spot on. The power board is compromised.
I love it.
Because this power board sucks.
Well, that's no good.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Well, feel free to address that. Chat, do you have any questions that you would like to chuck up into the stream? I can try and answer them. I don't know how long this is going to... I don't imagine this will be a long-lasting tech issue, but...
We can hope. I'm going to put it on.
But yeah, we can have a bit of a chat.
Let me just kill it and then just pull this out and then just plug it in elsewhere.
I am wearing my warmest top, a cardigan. I have a lovely rug on that I've got covering my feet because my house is bloody cold.
Yeah. Oh, this weather, man.
Yeah. Oh, well-lit weenie, E4.
Oh,
So we can just correspond in chat.
you fuckers. I love it. You pieces of shit. I'm so pleased. Listen to me being really pleased. Grr. All right. I'm not going to click
Fantastic.
Discord under any circumstances. The moment I click Discord, we have problems again. Discord cannot be trusted.
Don't do that. We wouldn't want to click on Discord.
Never.
Welcome, Combi.
Oh, we got a Combi.
Combi has joined
Just in
with
time
the
for-
message, "I'm not wearing any pants," which is a fantastic opening.
You-
I love
I lived with Combi.
walking into any room.
I lived with Combi. I believe it. I 100% believe it. There is no pants right now. He's not telling a word of a lie. Trust that man.
Fantastic. Love your work.
Look, in fairness, he would go to bed and then he would come out at some point in the night to like get a drink or something, and I would still be in the main living room on my computer, and I was right near the kitchen.
Yeah.
So whatever I saw was partly, on me for being there at that time. That was his moment in
Yeah.
the kitchen. I was adjacent to it. It happened regularly. There was room there for
Yeah.
me to perhaps modulate my behavior because what he was doing was reasonable.
Yeah, I think once there's an established precedent, it's on you to work around, I guess.
Yeah. Well, this is the housemate paradigm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Knight F3.
fuckers. All right, so I think the TV is fine, which is to say that's the only problem. Because again, I don't know what settings would have changed. So I've moved it to a different PowerPoint, and I hope because it did it again, and while I was scrolling through the menu, so I genuinely think power just cut out and then came back. So we're just going to call it good, and we're going to keep playing Donut County.
Yep.
That
makes sense.
BK insisting that everything they've done has helped everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that.
Oh, Combi pointing out, if it bothered you, you could have said and would have found pants. It didn't really bother me. I didn't mind at all. Yeah. I apologize. I was playing it up a bit. I genuinely, this is fine, man. We're living together. It's cool. It's a cool time. So we lived in Elizabeth, as you do.
Weenie appears to be playing on a board that is much larger than a standard chess.
I love it. Well, no, you know what? It's a British Imperial chessboard. That's the problem.
Ah, that's what it is. That's a shame. I didn't realize. We're playing third-dimensional chess. I should have named a third axis.
Oh, man. I think BK... Oh, BK's lamenting the quadcopter. Mira, why did you smash it? Oh, Mira didn't want to smash it. Mira had to smash it. Oh, okay, here we go. Donut shop. Oh, it's not a level. It's going to be another flashback, I think. I am the quadcopter.
Yes. And now the game becomes a first-person shooter. What on earth? This is incredible.
Yeah.
Also, BK has a little tablet there and appears to be controlling the quadcopter, yes?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Oh wow. So you got a couple of changes of perspective.
Yeah, BK can speak from the quadcopter.
That's wow.
Notice how the propellers spin really fast.
They certainly do.
Oh, this is so charming.
This is very pleasing.
12 deliveries. Ooh. Be careful, Mira. Oh! Whoa! The turn!
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
I mean, Mira has, Mira, as always, dropping some science.
Yeah, Mira. You got it. I like Mira. Mira, yeah.
BK blaming consumers for capitalism.
There is no ethical consumption, and therefore,
Therefore,
this is fine. It's fine that yeah. if you're gonna make everyone live under the ground in a city, don't also put the cockroaches in it.
Okay, this game has just posited the finest password I have ever seen on screen in text. That's amazing. Ah, fucking Bonky Kong. That's so good. Oh, that's so good. Oh,
That's extremely good. Okay, well, for anyone wanting to log into this channel after the stream, feel free to just use that password. There's a good chance it will work.
shut up. Shut up now. Go back to your chess games, people. I know you're all playing. Oh,
I think Weenie said that they were bowing out at that one for a bit.
oh man.
So we will continue this off air.
So the turn has occurred. We are now mirror controlling the app. Because, and I can't stress this enough, when we asked BK for the password, BK gave it to us.
This is good. I really like. Yeah. BK's attitude in this game has impressed me. And I'm kind of team BK.
Well, BK's dedication to the bit, I think, is exceptional, right?
I'm still not sure if he's a capitalist or like an accelerationist, or
I think
like exactly what his ethos is.
so. I think he loves the app, and the app was fun, and it got him some cool stuff that he wanted, and that's as far as his thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't think he put any more thought into it whatsoever.
Are we trying to swallow the card that has him? Excellent. Yep.
Well, you know what's worse? We're about to swallow ourselves.
That's a very
That
deep
should have.
existential
Oh my
question.
God, Mirror! How are you not? Whoa. Okay, props to Mirror for maintaining that cool pose despite.
Mira just went to space.
That's right. She's back now, but not. She won't be in that particular position for long.
I'm really enjoying this little edge clip. I imagine I would be so interested in the speedrunning community for this game.
Ooh, yeah. Good. The optimum strats for devouring a level.
Oh, okay, so it does fit down. I was wondering if it was like a manhole cover, like you just wouldn't be able to get it down there.
But then, where would the plot go?
It wouldn't go. It would just end on a screen of you endlessly trying to.
I feel like I've posited this before. What if a game, its ending was something that you couldn't defeat and you just had to close it in frustration? It would be a valid way to end a game. It would just, fuck the user, basically. Which is why you shouldn't do it.
Isn't that Tetris?
Isn't that what?
Tetris?
I'm
trying to think of...
Well, quarter guzzling games, kind of, in the sense that you were. The intention was never for people to complete them. The intention was for people to play them endlessly.
Yeah. But I suppose even those games do have endings, so.
Yeah, it's true, but they're not designed with
Sure.
people getting them in mind, right? It's not like a lot of games where your hand will be held to some extent, and I think that's valid to get you to the end of the experience they created.
Yeah, I think we talked last week on the stream about the game where you play against the files on your computer, and you can delete.
Oh, yeah, System 32, the final boss. Yeah.
So that would be one that it's probably in your interest to walk away from rather than finishing playing.
One would hope so. Oh, Look, BK having a moment of growth.
BK's great.
Yeah.
Is BK wearing a collar or like a cravat?
I think cravat.
I like it.
My headcanon is cravat.
I love it.
Mira's pose throughout BK's admission of guilt. Look at that.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit power stance combined with deal or no deal, gesturing towards several briefcases.
My thighs would be burning. Look at this.
Wow. This is incredible. And just imagine if you sat here and didn't click through this game, she would just stay in that pose.
Yeah.
That'd really start to burn.
When we get around to that other streaming show that I've been pitching to you, in which we play games and talk academic theory that aligns with said game, I have a lot of thoughts about a game series in particular where the protagonist is sort of shelved, and how that's actually a real thing that happens in world in its way. Like, I have a lot of thoughts about that sort of thing.
Yeah, interesting. Um,
Oh,
yeah. Lots of moral fun.
okay. So BK's got everyone into this mess, but has no idea how to get them out.
Maybe if we create a hole on the other side of the world, gravity
Ooh,
will pull us through, and we can end up in China.
it's happened. We've brought it back to Pup. We've brought it back to Pup in the hot air balloon.
Because Pup, I guess, has the capacity to travel up and down.
Yeah,
Meaning that
the power of
can
flight.
airlift. Yep. Yeah, nice. That makes sense. So we will continue bringing things down.
I love this asking the computer for the completely asinine thing that is plot
Yep.
relevant.
Just asking the tablet in general.
Yep.
Man.
Oh, good BK.
Classic BK. Oh man, how can you get mad at him? He's so lovable.
Yeah, I love BK. Oh, so we're going to speak to Possum. Coco pointing out that the Earth is hollow.
Yep.
Oh,
Reptilians confirmed.
oh, this rules.
I'm not quite following. What have I?
Oh, have you? Do you want me to catch you up on what's going on?
I feel like I've missed something from last week or something like
Okay.
that.
I don't think Possum was a character last time, if that helps. I think this is the like late stage mention
Oh.
of someone who didn't exist prior to this. In a,
Oh, so this is someone spooky and cool.
I think so. If they did mention Possum, it was such a light touch that I forgot.
Yeah.
I mean, also we're streaming,
Well, I'm
and like that
glad that-
Swiss cheeses your brain in this experience. I can promise you that.
Yes. But yeah, I am excited to meet a character called Possum. Yes, absolutely.
We have to go to a haunted
That is-
house to get Possum. This is amazing.
I mean, I suppose the trash enemy of a raccoon should always be a possum, right? Those are yin and yang.
What I love about this is now the townsfolk will be forced to admit that BK's trash abilities are actually cool and good because they're what's going to save them.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, you have to. Oh, darkness puzzle.
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting. I suppose they have to value it at some point because otherwise, you, the player, get to the end and you're just like, oh, I just did, I guess, a bad thing the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. So in a narrative such as this, which is a little bit more playful,
Yeah.
how much room is there for introducing something like this and then just out and out decrying it at the end? Given that you had the player do it, I guess that's the trick, right?
Yeah.
We as the player know that it's fun to do, and thus to call it cruel and evil at the end is... I mean, I have a lot of thoughts on this as well. I really enjoy any sort of violent shooters that play like other violent shooters, but then make the player confront that they're playing a really fucking violent game.
Yeah. It's one of the things with a great example of this, and I know we're hopefully going to get to this at some point, but is Papers, Please, which I won't
yeah.
go into any of because I'm hoping we can play it when we are physically in the same room.
Yeah.
Because it does require timing and manual dexterity and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so opening the door puts the... Oh, that's a fridge.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it seems to, like... So I get my light back, but here's the problem. If I try and capture Possum, I get this spooky noise, and my light gets taken away from me. You can see Possum is lurking in the background here. Yeah.
So here, I don't get the spooky noise.
Oh, of course.
This is one of the few bits where I am disadvantaged by not having audio.
It's a very
That's
light,
really
spooky noise. You know what? I think it might actually be. So you've probably seen as much British TV slash,
There's a good chance.
British thriller slash mystery show as the next person.
Potentially.
You might have noticed, as I have, that whenever they cut to any sort of moor or, some sort of like barren area at night, they have the same sort of spooky noise that sounds like the cawing of some distant spooky bird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's that noise.
Oh, fun. Okay. Well, I will imagine that noise every time, I guess, certain things happen. I still don't know what cue I should be imagining it on.
Yeah, this
But
one's
imagine that
well.
noise periodically.
I know that Possum's in the background here, and I'm trying to devour everything in the room, but Possum's in the way of some stuff, and I don't know
Queenie is
if.
pointing out in the chat that noise is a fox call.
Oh, is it? I would. Wow. I love it when mammals have noises that I really don't expect.
Yeah.
Because a lot of mammal noises are predictable, I guess. They fall within a similar range. Whereas, you know, you get
Slightly lower.
oh, sweet. So it wasn't. That's awesome. It was actually the cat wearing a mask. That was the spooky thing.
That's fun.
Oh.
I wonder why the donut fell lower at that point. Is it because it's tied to this conspiracy wall?
Possibly. I think.
And I always love a conspiracy wall.
I believe it's probably a conspiracy wall about everybody falling down these amazing holes that we've created out of love. No, I think the donut was lowered because we had more gravity, maybe? Like, being a larger hole, we had more pull?
Oh, interesting. I'm not quite sure that's how that works
It almost,
unless we were cold.
it almost certainly doesn't, but that was a cool little mini twist that we weren't, oh no, okay, let's... Because we're BK, we gotta finish what we started. Couldn't possibly just, you know, eat the possum and call it. We have to devour the entire home. Sick.
Yeah. Solid punning in chat. Pun, recognized pun.
Cool. Good. I like puns. Crafty pointing out also can't hear much of the spooky noise. Yeah. All right. I reckon I can tolerate a bit more game audio because it's not too bad. I'm gonna goose it a little.
Cool.
If people in chat can let me know how that goes, I will adjust. If it's markedly louder, please do let me know because yeah. I'm playing with a few different settings here.
You're doing splendid work. I'm doing the fantastic job of watching you do it and simply enjoying a game. Hollow Earth, Occam's Razor. Interesting.
So I think Possum was a conspiracy theorist about Hollow Earth, and we've now proven Hollow Earth, but that's not actually the point of the game. It's just the sort of it's adjacent to hole theory, which requires Hollow Earth. But that's not the problem here.
Yes. But yes, I mean, I guess there are technically some reptilians here now. Because we swallowed a turtle.
Indeed.
Oh, sorry, that's like a T-Rex kind of.
I think that might be a gator.
Yeah. I was thinking turtle from a certain perspective, but maybe yes, that is indeed a gator.
Oh, time. BK just getting in there at the fireside, just tucking in.
Raccoon Lagoon.
Whole-handedly. Look at that scratch. There's your power stance.
Spectacular. Thank you for that. Yes. So, yeah, the naming of Raccoon Lagoon. I can't believe there are so many raccoons in this town.
BK has finally found something that he doesn't want to destroy.
Oh no. That's a sad time.
It's got great tunes and water balloons.
There's gonna be a song, right? There's gonna be a song about Raccoon Lagoon.
I hope so. It's got to be so twee.
Yeah, all of this rhymes.
The flume is doomed.
This. Oh dear. Okay. Well, we will have to, I guess. I'll have to listen to whatever. I'm sure there's a song at the end of this. There has to be a song at the end of this, right?
Let's hope so.
How can there not be a song at the end of this? If not, someone has written a song about this.
If I was more
Amazing.
Singing inclined, I would try and invent a song and fool you, but I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm not going to do it to chat. I'm not going to do it to Twitch. I'm not going to do it to YouTube.
That's fair. Well, yes. Well, I mean, we can be musically inclined off air. That's the thing that happens.
Yeah. But I didn't sing. That's crucial.
Yes. I will not claim to have any ability minus chess on stream. I've made the mistake of claiming to have experiences in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can fire something out of our catapult. That's what that little sign on the side means.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what we're trying to... Oh, I think we need to
fire it
dispense...
into
Yep, okay.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so we can turn this crank.
Oh,
That's
oh,
fun.
that wasn't enough water.
Alright, so now we can get more water.
Yeah.
And this is like a log flume, yeah?
So, how was this park functioning before we got here? Just quietly.
I guess everyone has an app. Everyone brings their app.
Well, this was the point that I raised before. Like, at what point can we attribute these actions to the greater raccoon people and not just to BK?
Oh, we've got to connect up the full flume by putting that little...
Oh, hey. Oh, and that's how we devour the raccoon chief. 'Cause presumably this is the chief? No, the chief is up here in the castle, and that's an incredibly normal statement. If we want the raccoon in the castle, we need to put in, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta put in the time.
We've got to put in the hours. So we can fire that up. Yeah.
Just trying to pop some balloons so that I can...
That makes sense. Yeah, this is an interesting puzzle. I like this.
And then a photo was taken. If we swallow enough raccoons, oh, excellent! We burst a water main. I want to swallow enough raccoons that there are just... I want the underground to be overrun. I want that to be the lesson of this game.
That this is why raccoons live beneath the earth now.
Yeah.
Is because of their sins against man. It's an interesting parable.
So I'm a little stumped again.
I would assume we don't have to swallow that one just yet. Can we do anything further with the water wheel?
No, water wheel just elevated the raccoon before. We can fill back up. We've got...
Can we put the fish in the water somehow, or in the pond, or...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Can we put the... Yeah.
It's... I can bonk the fish into the wheel.
Okay.
I can jet the fish, maybe. Yeah, I thought the fish was just like a cool thing that they dropped in, but it might be the... Because we can't swallow the water balloon dispenser.
And we're sure of that. That's just like slightly too big. Is that why?
You know, it could just be me being bad at game. So let me try and reposition it. It is a really awkward shape.
It is, yeah. I mean, I imagine when it was standing up, if you just got under it.
Yeah, I
Way. But it's possible that that's just not.
Oh, it's not. Now it's not moving at all.
Oh, that's strange. The water's not coming through the one part of it. It's just got some weird object detection going on now. Collision detection, rather.
I think... Oh, hang on. What if I offer... No, these raccoons aren't interested in fish. Okay.
Just fire one past them. Yeah.
I mean, that's just cruelty at that point.
I like how they're stuck on a perpetual Ferris wheel that never stops.
Stuck? Don't you mean blessed?
Look, going around a Ferris wheel a couple of times is great. Being stuck on a Ferris wheel all day really highlights how much of that decision, like how important it is that that decision is voluntary.
There was room there for you to turn that into that Oscar Wilde quote about losing parents.
Which one? I don't remember the quote.
Losing one parent is tragedy, losing two is carelessness, or something like that.
Oh yes.
I'm butchering it, but
No, I like that. Yes, this is where the raccoon society. I get why it's so integral to raccoon society, where you get to visit the raccoon wheel, where all of the many generations of your family were born, educated, and died.
as Good Round Boy is pointing out.
Indeed, indeed. Oh no, I was just stealing that joke
Oh.
in the hope that the people on YouTube won't see that later.
Well, I believe in internet attribution. That's why, you know, my avatar is hopefully currently being held under fair use.
Fantastic.
Oh, come on.
Well, do we want to reset the level?
I think maybe,
See
yeah. I
if
think
that's-
I've goofed the
Is
floof.
that? It may not be that.
Oh, the
If it is.
okay. The TV just straight up died again,
Oh no.
and now it is just not turning on. Look, it's okay. I can do this single screen. It was just slightly easier with 2 screens. I'm just gonna click. You know what? I know that you guys can see me in OBS. I'll just try and navigate the game window so that I can see that and see chat. I just can't see my face while broadcasting. That's just how that's changed. That's really annoying. All right.
And can we just make sure that you can still hear me? You've got all that sort
Yeah,
of thing.
I can hear you. If chat can let me know if things are still going well on that front, if anything has changed.
That'd be great. I'll monitor chat. Do we want to? Where do we want to go with this level?
I'm just gonna restart it.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I think I pooched the eating of the dispenser because this game.
Okay, everything good in chat. Yeah.
All good. Okay.
So
Cool.
we're trying to get to this. Is it the? Oh, we're trying to get the police chief. It gives us the person.
Yeah.
In the actual opening window. That's. But they appear to be. There appears to be some sort of raccoon painter, or something.
Yeah,
Someone with a
they're
berry.
busy. You know. Look,
Yeah.
raccoons can have
Otherwise
hobbies.
They. This is a treatise that I can get behind.
Oh, so given all the construction gear, I think it's actually safe to assume, or it's possible to assume, that this. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. The fish is integral because the fish was inside that ball. I get it now.
Right.
Like, this is why we needed the fish. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I was messing something before with the fish, perhaps.
Right.
Or it's just cute.
It is cute. It is definitely that. Right, so this is a log flume that is not yet complete because it still has that bit missing from it.
Yeah.
So that guy within the construction.
Yeah.
hat,
That person was at work.
Yeah, this is a person that was hoping to. Well, they're supposed to be rebuilding the thing, and instead they're just sitting and waiting for it to happen.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They might have been on break.
They might have been, but what kind of person spends their break just sitting for someone else to, waiting for someone else to do their job for them?
Are you telling me that while on break at your job, you didn't sit somewhere and wait for the earth to swallow you whole?
I mean, yes, in a more metaphorical sense. I've worked a job, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, but we couldn't have swallowed this to start with because we have water in our.
Yeah, so... And now
So
I
it
just...
couldn't have-
Okay. Am I meant to,
Yeah.
like, break things with this? No?
Can you shoot the camera off the?
This is so
Thank
awkwardly
God.
shaped. Justin, it has a flared base, which I'm given to understand is a good thing, but it means that I can't approach it from this angle.
Can we shoot down that piece of the log flume that we put up there in the first place?
Oh, like,
Like, the piece that we added in.
No.
We can't dislodge it again.
So, yeah, you would think it is structurally weaker, but no, we've actually made it stronger than ever. Oh, okay, there we go. It was just really, really hard to get that one bit for not a lot of good reason. Oh, these are
Good Round Boy
raccoons.
Good Round Boy is saying something is not what it means in that sense, and it's a pet peeve
Oh,
of mine.
please.
Because I do not have a reference.
Oh, flared bases are only useful from a narrow neck. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
there you go.
yeah, I am more than happy to be educated on this front.
Oh, interesting. Ferris wheel appears to be stalling. Oh no, it's back again.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to. Let's make it spin real fast.
Hell yeah. Oh my god.
Fantastic.
Oh, with the fireworks and everything. Incredible. Incredible.
This is beautiful. Cracked open like a Kinder egg. And now we get a beautiful, beautiful treat.
Yeah. We get to devour a police chief and some bits of a Ferris wheel.
I've often said this.
We've exposed that the pipe actually goes somewhere. I think that's kind of cute. When you see below the earth, some of it makes something resembling sense.
Good round boy making the all raccoon cups of bastards joke that I was struggling to form. I was workshopping it mentally.
Yep. Oh, I clicked out. I'll click back in. Single window.
Oh, did we flick that out of the swallowable range on the left there?
Yes, I think we did. I think this game is, unfortunately, a little pooch. I think I have to restart the level again.
That's no good.
Yeah.
But at least we know what we have to do. Yeah, I saw that go up there and I was going, is that gonna get? But that's okay.
This is, it's one of the dangers of having physics puzzles.
Right. It's interesting because earlier I was talking about being the fact, like in the previous stream, I was talking about how these are physics puzzles that don't necessarily depend so heavily on a physics engine.
Yep.
Because you have things like, you know, that the water is what can have the fish in it, and you have some things can't go in the water and some things can go in the water, and you have like projectiles and things like that. But there is also still a physics engine to this game, which is what is determining the way objects come off of the hole.
Yeah.
And if anything, it is at odds with the physics puzzles the game wants you to solve.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it can be a little frustrating, but
it's okay though. I mean, I think we know what the puzzle is.
Yes.
And now we have the pleasure of devouring Pop again, as I always endeavour to do.
It's good to see that like one water balloon is considered to be one unit of water. Like I've noticed that when two smash next to each other and I tried to absorb one bit of water, I couldn't get the other right away.
Yeah, interesting.
So they're sort of discrete in that sense.
Well, I suppose because there is a certain number of them that needs to be used to complete the puzzle, you couldn't have less than you need.
Well,
but
because you've got the fish that allows you to supply these balls, I think that's probably infinite.
Yeah.
But I think they just decided, you know, this is a discrete, measurable thing. One ball equals one water, and you need 4 water to get raccoon.
Oh, that's true. You would be able to continue dispensing them. I wonder if that's a playtesting thing.
Yeah, maybe.
I wonder if this level has some weird places where things can get lost and clip and that sort of thing. They were like, let's just have an infinite dispenser.
This level is harder, but not in a way that's fun. Like, it's harder in that some of these objects are more difficult to get into the hole, but that doesn't make the game better in any way.
Yeah. That is a bit frustrating. I mean, yeah, it's getting more difficult in 2 ways. One of which is the it's giving you different physics puzzles, and one of them is just it's a bit messy.
Yeah.
But I'm still super impressed by it. Like, it's
This game is exquisite.
It's a beautiful thing. Let's send a Ferris wheel at a castle.
Hell yeah. All right. Now let's devour everything carefully.
Yes. Be careful. Prepare before you devour.
Let's do what I don't do and be sort of careful when it comes to cramming edibles into one's mouth.
Yes.
It hasn't happened to me in a while. I want to say a few years, but I'm probably wrong. But it used to happen like probably weekly. I would swallow too much food, and it would get sort of lodged in my esophagus, and I would desperately need water to wash it down. And I could actually feel like the forced mushy food being crammed down. It was very painful, but then I would just do it to myself again the following week. And then after a while it stopped happening, but I think it's because I just sort of clapped out my esophagus.
Well, hopefully that's something that you can develop over time with practice and rigor and enthusiasm.
What if it's calloused? I just have this long calloused esophagus.
Oh dear, that is a concerning image, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, you're welks.
Thank you for giving that gift to me and the internet.
No problem. No problem. All right. Well, we are about on the hour mark, so I reckon if we give it maybe a 5-minute break, everybody can get up and stretch them internet muscles. Let me. You know what? I'll just click back to OBS. I'm going to do it manually because that's just going to be easier with everything being as weird as it is.
Yes, indeed.
All right, if I go... All right, start that 5-minute timer going. I'll leave people with the game music at least, because the game's very cool. But yeah,
Cool.
see everyone in 5 minutes.
Beautiful. See you then. Theophilus Thistler, the thistle sifter, while sifting a sea full of unsifted thistles, thrust 3,000 thistles through the thick of his thumb. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
It's a bit better? Cool. Well, that's good.
Okay.
All right, let's push on. Let's just fucking assume that everything's dandy and great and nothing will ever go wrong ever again. Well, hey, that wasn't the screen I was going for. That wasn't it either. I'm very good at this. Okay, cool. We got there. All right, cool.
Fantastic.
Police Chief Blair.
Ah. Oh, see, I thought the police chief was wearing some sort of beret, but they're wearing a much more sensible police cap.
You thought it was a beret? That's adorable.
I did. I thought, well, they were on the balcony of the castle, and I thought they were painting all that they surveyed.
Yeah. I mean, okay, that's reasonable. You don't think that the raccoon cop was attempting some kind of facial recognition software, but through the analog of brush and paint and canvas?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, you have to work your way up to being police chief. Maybe they started off as sketch artists.
It's true.
Maybe
It's
they
possible.
started
It's
off-
possible.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm actually a little bit louder, based on, I don't know if anything's actually been adjusted.
Nope.
But,
Not at all.
So, okay, well, that must mean that I've somehow adjusted it a little bit on my end. I know I have a manual volume dial on my microphone. So hopefully that was all the way up the first time. One would hope.
One would hope. Look, let's
One would hope we've been doing this long enough.
let's take this good fortune and push on, because
Well, we have a spammer in chat. We actually have a reason for a moderator to...
oh
How
ho,
exciting.
yeah, we have someone someone to be kicked out
That's
immediately.
fantastic. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize they were... That's so exciting. I had no idea we were so popular. I've never had a spam bot on anything I've done.
Me neither, actually. I mean, I've gotten like spam DMs, you know.
Oh yeah, like
Instagram
I've got that
especially.
on social stuff, but I've never had it, pop up as part of a thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like stream or anything like that. That's fantastic. Baby's first spam bot.
Yep. Oh, protesters with custom T-shirts.
Oh my. Oh, so this isn't a raccoon. This is a different police individual.
Oh, this is the Possum that wanted the police scanner
this is the
from
Possum.
the
Sorry,
chief. Yeah.
I'm mistaken because the caption is police. Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
of course.
But of course, this is not an individual entitled police scanner. This is a device called a police scanner that is reciting things.
Yeah.
And I've just been too excited by spam bots.
Oh, hot air balloon.
On the 405, so that's a highway because America names their highways with numbers. I mean, we do that as well, but we don't have as many highways, so we just don't refer to them by the number.
Yeah, I feel like the numbers are sort of, it's more like somebody counted them and wrote that down. But, it was more important to just give them names, like Sturt Highway.
Hey, Crafty worked out how to swing the band hammer.
Fuck yeah.
So we have a band chatbot.
And it shows up in my chat. I don't know if everyone else can see it, but it says one message was deleted by moderator. Crafting Devious banned that individual. Hell yeah. I love it.
There we go. For me, it just says message deleted by a moderator and does not say that they've been banned, so that's very cool.
Amazing.
So you have extra info.
I should.
Behind
One would hope.
Yes. I'm glad that you have this. You've given this power to the right people.
Yeah. Okay. So I was so busy being amped about the deletion of someone that I missed the extra something. Like, I know that we're doing this thing on the 405.
We're trying to get pub, and also we appear to be in a town called Raccoon, which is exciting.
Yeah. Raccoon City, I guess. How's the volume of the game, guys? Because for me, it is painfully loud.
Yeah. I'm not hearing it. There is a company saying even just my mic position could make me louder. I've been in game audio a bit loud, so pull it down is the general advice.
Oh, okay. It was that one car. Hopefully, it's better now.
It's doing that thing. Unfortunately, I'm well postured relative to the mic. I have a relatively consistent distance. But yeah, hopefully that does not remain an issue.
Combi's a techie.
Yeah.
A techie individual.
No, for sure. Yeah, it's
good advice.
On my mic distance at this point. I'm not. Far from a criticism.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Yeah,
they don't seem to have mixed like radios and individual devices from what other people have been saying.
Yeah. Like, this helicopter is a little loud, but it wasn't as bad as the what was happening before. So.
Yeah. Oh, it's the helicopter. I thought it was the mouse in a car.
It was a mouse in a car. Now it's the helicopter in this shot.
Excellent. Now, why have these people balanced? Are those filing cabinets?
I think they were TVs. I think people have set up home here.
Hey, donuts.
Sorry, people had set up home here. I need to remember to use the past tense.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, we can fire donuts.
It's all quadcopters.
There we go. So many artists with berets. Oh, no, those are police.
Are they? Are they just?
Aren't they real?
Okay, so, oh, there we go.
So are we firing up the balloon?
I'm firing... Oh, I'm trying to befuddle cops with,
You're giving cops donuts. Okay.
Donuts, and then using cameras to, like, crash them.
Fantastic. Oh, well, yeah. This is,
wow.
This is, yeah. You're shooting down cop drones.
Oh, brilliant! And I can get them to weight down. The, What the fuck?
This is a trippy experience. Goodness. And yes, and then of course we have the... Is that an albino raccoon?
Yeah, I think it's the boss. I think I'm fighting a boss.
I'm very impressed. So, do we want them to latch onto the... Oh, interesting. So do you want to disrupt them while they're low?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Because I can't get it close, I can't get this camera close enough while they're... There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, yep, you got it.
So
Get
it's kind
wrecked.
of a very, very loose timing puzzle, but a repeated timing puzzle, so that's a...
Yeah, we needed to weight down... Yeah, go for it. You fools!
Ah,
Yes.
like, yes. Like vehicular lemmings. They plunge beneath the... Are those cars all being just like dropped on the population of Donut County? Because that's...
Yeah, I'm killing people, yes.
Yeah, these are just like salt and pepper have just been crushed by falling.
Well, I mean, sure, it's bad for the people that the cars land on, but the people inside the cars is just going to be like a NutriBullet, right? Like, they're just going to be completely pureed.
breaking it up at the atomic level,
Amazing.
is an actual ad that I saw.
Are you fucking serious? We've weaponized
yeah.
nutrition
Yeah, we're splitting the atom.
in your home.
Yeah, we're creating new elements with the neutral.
Look, in fairness, nobody likes a grainy smoothie.
Yeah. I always prefer to turn it into a different substance when I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BK wants to take the hot air balloon up. But Mira and Possum jumping in as well. I mean, Possum, essential for hacking into mainframes.
Craft pointing out that it's good that we didn't try to finish this last week.
Yeah, very, very good point.
Yeah.
This plot. We're going to the Trash King.
It's fun. Yes. Boss fight.
I love boss fights.
Where are we fighting? Oh, we're gonna do a boss fight. It's actually.
Yeah.
I was saying that before it popped up on my screen.
Yeah. I thought the
no.
delay was low enough. Inside, I'm like, yeah, couple seconds. Fuck yeah, NBN. It's finally worth the money we pay. It is not. It's not actually that.
Yeah. I mean, it's still pretty close.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
But that's very powerful. No, yeah, there are some things where I predict them with an amazing, like in the previous stream, I predicted them like 20 seconds before I saw them, which is 10 seconds after they happened.
Yep.
It's just like, wow, I'm a real genius. I'm the only one that will know. Yeah. There are a couple of things like that. It's good fun. The popcorn one.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I mean, from my perspective, it just seems like you were helping me solve puzzles when what you were doing was being prescient about the content of those puzzles.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's like they've been replaced by. Wait. So every time people fell beneath the earth, they were replaced by a raccoon?
I don't think so. I think there's
Just
just...
took over their life and lived in their house and. Is this about the? Yeah. Everyone's being replaced by raccoons.
I think there's a lot of raccoons here, and also a lot of the town's been eaten up. So I think replaced is maybe just a loose. I think that's just a way to make BK feel bad.
Crafty saying that raccoons have gentrified.
I mean,
town.
sure. Aw,
That's real.
they're gonna stay
Thanks,
friends.
Sarah. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, that was amazing. Mira saying, but if you want to be friends with me, don't make my guilt your problem. Bam! Get shit on.
Yeah. Yeah, BK.
Yeah, BK, you little fucking superhero whomst I love. Oh, there it is. Raccoon Hakwa. It's like that observatory from BoJack.
Yeah, it is. Well, there's an actual observatory up by the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, I think, yeah. One of these days I'm going to go there. I'm going to be like, it's like that cartoon that I enjoy.
I don't think it's that close though.
Oh, okay.
The hill is not actually that steep, is the thing.
Oh, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's flatter, but people just take photos from a perspective that I don't know this for real, and I should not claim it to know it on the internet.
It would be funny to me if it seemed steeper before, but then they kept building levels on buildings and building taller buildings, and they just sort of flattened out LA.
That would be quite fun. Yeah, Crafty pointing out that the raccoons ran the old donut guy out of town and took over his shop. So this was
Yeah, okay.
like, this is the trend of what raccoons do.
So this is indicative of a larger problem.
Do you guys use reverse air fresheners?
Well, raccoons smell, right?
This is So raccoons just love garbage. Yeah, interesting. So raccoons here are a metaphor for kind of urban filth. I guess with the Yeah, pretending that the filth is the goal of urbanization rather than just a consequence of it.
Yeah, this game has gone further in various directions than I ever expected it to. It's wild.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, because obviously the reason people live in cities is not so that they can create more waste. It's just an unfortunate byproduct. But yeah, it's a really interesting.
Ah,
Fantastic. This is extremely good.
yeah. Oh, BK works for the king.
This is good fun.
Okay, so the Trash King just didn't reply, and we're like, okay, never mind, no problem, bye.
Yep, yep. Getting the silent treatment from your boss is one of the most yeah. I've received that at an actual workplace.
wow.
And it's not good.
Yeah, I
Not a good way of treating employees.
like I've not done much.
At trash lords.
Yep. I've not done much of the casual conversation with employers through, text slash social media because the bulk of my work history was before that was perhaps a little bit more normalized. Like we were still talking on social media, but the idea of friending bosses was, I don't know, maybe I just missed it narrowly or something. But when I was I mean, that's the thing, right? I was also a boss for some people for a while there. I was a boss, and thus people texted me in that sort of fashion. But I was also just friends with a lot of people in my workplace. I don't know.
Yeah.
I almost certainly crossed a lot of boundaries. And for that, I'm pretty ashamed. Big whoops.
Shame is a natural part of progressing in the world.
Shame is a natural part of being a boss.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, I think it's a yeah. This is a fascinating game.
Yeah, we're going to Okay, so if BK worked for the Trash King, I think it's pretty clear that yes, raccoons are actually replacing. It is actually about swallowing the world, and then raccoons just getting the rest of it. But now we're going to use that tool to swallow Raccoon World because how could they ever have thought that their technology would be used against them while they dwelt above ground?
Who devours the great devourer? Yeah, it's yeah. That's a really interesting idea. I don't know if I agree with its philosophical underpinnings, but let's let's proceed.
Yeah, it's a weird game.
The solution to a society that has been brought about by unethical means is to use those same unethical means, having realized they're unethical.
Yep.
To bring it down all the same, is yeah. I have some contentions.
I'll wait for it to catch up. Oh.
Well, good game, guys.
GG.
I would love it if it rolled credits.
Yep. One of these days, a game is going to have a disappointing ending, and we're going to give it a standing ovation on camera because it's what we wanted in that moment.
Just. Ah, dear. That's amazing.
Oh shit, Possum! I love Possum.
Was Possum here the whole time?
Yes. Apparently.
Fantastic. Possum is a hacker.
Oh, of course. Look at that hoodie.
Well, yes, sorry.
Oh, hang on.
And lives in dimly lit rooms.
Oh, I was going to put my hood on, but I realized I'm wearing the beard. It won't work.
Yeah, Possum with the USB that can hack all the surveillance systems. Straight out of, Paul Blart Mall Cop.
From Paul's Blart, I stab at thee. It's the funniest thing I've ever said, and I'll keep saying it.
I continue to believe. Oh my goodness, this is completely. Is this another game? Is it giving you another hacking mini game or something? Oh no, it's just
No, just
sorry. The graphics changed. Oh, this is like the right at the start. This is a similar like the on the toilet.
I can.
Oh, this isn't though.
But yeah, this is Trash King's home. But like we're going room to room. Like I'm devouring stuff in these rooms, but then
Right.
I just keep moving.
Oh, so then you'll be able to go between rooms and then come back, and you'll be able to follow stuff later.
Presumably, like there's going to be a.
This would be if this is like, I don't know if this is like a whole extra chapter of the game, but this is an incredible extra. Oh, and now it's giving you stuff in the catapult, so you can fire the worker raccoon guy.
Indeed, though, to what effect?
I guess they might be able to be used with. Yeah, it's really interesting. So many spaces you could use it in.
Yeah.
Um,
This poor raccoon. By the way that they're slumping, I'm certain they're dead.
I'm just glad you haven't managed to fire it into the ceiling fan just
Oh,
yet.
here we go. There we go. All right.
That makes sense.
That's what I needed, apparently. No, that's still. Oh, that's an access card. Okay.
Yeah. So now we have.
All right.
Can't be saying they're okay. They're wearing a hard hat. Good point.
They're wearing steel caps. That's a techie joke. Techies wear steel caps.
It'll be fine.
I'm given to understand this.
Hey, we're into biology.
I like bio.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
A block puzzle.
I clicked away. There we go. Okay, cool.
Oh my goodness. So are we gonna have to do like an up, down, down? What happens if you enter the contra code?
This Trash King is pretty wild. They've really ramped up this game.
They're studying this snake. And it's the creatures we've swallowed down from above. We've captured the snake. We've got the cockroach on the shelf there.
Oh.
And I would imagine the other one is like a chicken. Is there a chicken or something like that? I can't actually see it, but yeah, it's a bird of some kind. So it's like a. So now we can push some buttons to select the other animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can go across. This is quite fun.
This is so strange. So I'm thinking about how previously I was like, oh, you know, I'm sure the raccoons taking over thing isn't actually what this game is about, and then it's exactly what this game is about. But it's just such a leap. It's not a bad leap, but it sort of exposes how surreal this game is, that they can do that. And it does track with what's happened before, but yeah, I don't know.
It's also interesting that, oh wow, that one broke open. That's interesting.
We gotta, yeah.
Oh, so now we get the flies with the frog.
This is some, that grandma that ate a fly and then carked it with intermediary steps.
Yeah. Tragic story, really.
Yeah, that's why we tell it to children.
Yeah, she swallowed a fly, then a frog. Then she took over the world from the Trash King.
I was going to say, where does the Trash King fit into this this hierarchy? What am I?
There was a hole in the ground that swallowed a frog.
Oh, we're going to make so many bunnies.
Yes. Oh, of course, because we do the bunny multiplication puzzle.
Yep. Yeah, so it is all of the mechanics that we have leveraged before coming home to roost for the Trash King.
Yeah. That's really fun. I like that a lot. So the snake puzzle was you use the snake tail to push buttons. That was a thing we did in the past. We used the snakes to push around the sign in the chicken coop. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
So it's all of these things being used. Did we use frogs to eat fly? Yeah, we did.
We did.
Used, yeah, that was in like the beehive kind of area.
Oh, good round boy pointing out
so
that children do love the suffering of others.
It's true. It's true.
It's funny and true.
It's turned on the emergency lights because it's fun. I only just noticed that. It's been on my screen for a few seconds.
Yep.
But,
Yeah, Trash King is very pleasing.
oh my goodness. Trash King is I love the bureaucrat being the final.
I love that
final big boss.
the bureaucrat has taken on a kind of an attempt at monarchy.
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess it's probably like Burger King. Or like, I don't know that Papa John is actually a papa.
No. I would hope not. But yeah, the biology lab now has a second hole behind it, so that's interesting. We've now got multiple.
That's a very good point. So we're trying to, I guess, like each of these holes, is it presumed to have an upper bound? Is that what we're sort of looking at here?
Yes. So where are we firing these rabbits? Oh, we can go into the other room still.
Yes, we can now because I got the key.
And there's a rabbit with a key card.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. I love that. That's fun.
So the...
So these are some gorgeous... Yeah. This could be the whole game.
Yeah, this...
Like, you could give us this sort of puzzle, and that would be... But it's incredible that because they have this whole separate world, it actually... Like, this starts with the world and then gives you the clinical setting and says, in isolation, can you make this work? Which is like... it's kind of the inverse of Portal.
Yeah!
where you start off in the lab, and then nothing else happens.
Yes, nothing at all. That's actually Portal 2 is on the list because I really want to replay it anyway. But I think if we do a quick playthrough of Portal 1 as a refresher for us both, and then smash out some Portal 2.
Yeah, Portal 1 being one of the few games that I've actually played and finished.
Yeah, to completion. I mean, it's like... It's a few hours. I'm assuming...
Well, a few hours for a good game. It's a bit longer if you are not good at games.
Because I've finished it a couple times, I don't know how long it would take me now.
There we go. Popcorn and fireworks are back.
Yep.
Yep.
There we go.
So we want to set off that alarm, yeah. That's fun. The joy of destruction is a good fun part of gaming. It's kind of interesting, a game that satirizes the or not satirizes necessarily, but that criticizes the destruction it is asking you to wreak.
Yeah.
You know, but for some reason this rings a bit truer than, you know, the radio on Grand Theft Auto. Or,
well,
you know?
yeah. This is you know, this is that thing of everything coming home to roost, right?
Yeah. This is the one last heist.
Yep.
For BK. I love this rotation between the different things. So the drinking bird. Yeah. So you wanna heat something.
Yeah. I need to. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this fireworks. So I get the thing moving. The bird drinks the water out of the hole so that I can use the hole for other things. I am delivered a firework.
What happens if you don't let the bird drink it?
And I'm just left with the water. That's a good question.
And then you can heat the water?
I think the water's already hot. There's
okay.
already steam coming out of it. Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah, okay. Interesting.
I thought that maybe the firework was meant to Huh. Leave the firework
Oh,
on the
yeah.
ground? Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
then the fire will set it off.
Good round boy with the strats. Thank you.
Yep, yep. I knew it must be something we needed to leave out of the process. It's like a...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where it's at.
There we go. Oh, so we need to jump around it and then that's sneaky. I like it.
That was correct, but we actually need to place the... Okay, okay. So that was the right idea, but the firework does need to be somewhere different.
How do we move the firework without... Interesting.
Presumably, I will be able to... That'll drop out there. Oh, I can't launch it. It just gets eaten. Huh. Okay, so... Alright. So we want to leave the firework there. And
We
then...
want to leave it there. Is there something we can fire it at that we're not currently firing it at? Does it just need to fire a certain number of times? Where are we?
Currently there isn't one. It didn't pop out. It's not popping out until
I think we ate one last time it came.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Start this up again.
Yeah, is the firework?
Will we be given more fireworks? No. We'd probably just get the one.
Yeah, I would guess so. Can we make the bird... Will the bird drink the water wherever we are? In which case, could we get the bird to drink the water and, like, pick up the firework or something like that? I'm just trying to think of other things.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good strategy. Yeah.
Well, let's see if the bird... No, bird ignores. Get bird to drink water then. Light firework. Oh, and then eat firework and then fire it
Yes.
up
that
into...
was my
Yes! Hell yeah. Alright, cool. Cool.
Oh, this is smart.
It's so good.
Very, very neat.
Yep.
It's interesting that like all of a lot of our suggestions were based on like not having developed certain intuitions around the game.
Yeah.
Like the ability to then move the firework while it's lit is an interesting, like, I'm not sure if I ever would have thought of that.
Yeah, and it's something we had done previously. I think this game, like a lot of puzzle games, benefits from smashing it out within a relatively short amount of time.
Yeah.
One of my favorite puzzle games that I'm not sure of its streamability, I think I would like to try it, but I need to think about it some, is The Witness.
Yes.
And
I've played some Witness.
There are a couple mechanics that I basically forgot about. And so there was a puzzle later that combined a few, and I was just stuck until someone pointed out, oh, it's that thing you learned. And I was like, I don't ever remember learning anything of that sort. I just had no clue. I hadn't retained it.
Yeah. I enjoyed that game a lot, or have enjoyed playing little pieces of it anyway.
Yeah, I think my worry about streaming it in the format I want to stream it, which is hanging out with someone, is that solving the puzzles isn't conducive to conversation. In fact, I don't even think I could solve those puzzles on a stream with people watching and have it be interesting, right?
I would find it interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I think you can make most things interesting. The question is how much narrative the game has and I guess what angles of commentary. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
The game is...
like we could... I don't know if what we would be talking about would be offered by the game or if we would just be finding our own fun.
Did you find any of the little voice files that are hanging around in that game?
I did, yeah.
Because that's what makes it interesting to me, is the greater discussion that it sort of dances around. And I would love to have that, but then there's just a lot of puzzles in between. Like, I feel like as a stream, we would be caught between what the game is trying to do, the two different streams that it runs.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Well,
Well, at some point, we'll give it a crack.
we'll table it,
and
yeah.
we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, then you guys can all tell us.
That's true, actually.
I'm very much the try and see if things break.
Look, I've got a very long list of games already that I'm slightly more keen on in terms of what I think will work. So yeah, look, we'll get to it, but you know.
Oh, you have ideas that you think might actually work? That's
Novel, right?
unfamiliar experience to me, but you go for it.
Yeah, how's the
You go
podcast?
Look, we've had a good run.
You've had fun. Look,
Look, we're 8 episodes in. I'm pretty impressed that we've got this far, and it's still feeling like a good show, and we're still coming up with new ideas.
it is a great show. I really like your podcast.
You can't genuinely offer me compliments on a stream.
All right, fuck you then.
This is unfair.
Get shit on, scrub.
Oh, in that case, thank you. This is what I deserve. Hole driver. So this is the job. Is the steerer of holes.
Yeah, Trash King is finally caving and saying we're the best.
Excellent. You've broken things and you've made things annoying for me. So would you like a promotion? Now you can shut up.
Yeah. Ooh. Here's oh yeah, there it is, the super quadcopter.
Ooh.
See,
why didn't we get this originally? We were such a good employee.
It's so funny. Like, this is stuff. These are questions I was asking before in that sort of joking way, where I'm trying to see behind the curtain and see what the game is suggesting. And so often, narratives don't do the things that I ask because I'm always asking too much. But these are questions that had answers. The app was made for purpose. There was actually something behind all of this. It's great.
Yeah, and it kind of is. It's doing lots and lots of things. It's like criticizing a kind of like upgrade system within gaming, which is just like valueless.
Yep.
Which is really interesting because like the very first kind of mercantile systems in games kind of did that as well. Like you had like you could just trade for any item, and there wasn't necessarily a moral quality attached to it. And now you've got like you can buy this thing, but it will suck.
And it will destroy everyone around you. And also, BK is indeed wearing a cravat. We have evidence. I found it.
Interesting. So this actually has a knot on the back of it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
By the way, the next game that we play is also a meta narrative on games. What?
That's excellent. I'm so excited.
Yeah, Pony Island is fucking sweet.
I'm excited for a meta narrative on games. I'm not sure it is necessarily addressed at me, a person that hasn't played a great deal of games.
Well, even worse, it's a meta narrative about game creation, but we don't create games.
Yeah. One of the first horror films I watched with Ellen, who is a horror film enthusiast, was Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, yeah, okay. Did a lot of it just sort of go over your head?
Well, I still knew the tropes,
yeah.
I think, because they had been commented on by other people and that sort of thing, but it was like a very strange experience to, to have the first thing you see be a commentary on the entire genre. And I imagine this is some of the commentary on games here is also going over my head as an old man in a young man's brain.
I had the same thing with Scream, which is a meta narrative on the horror film industry up to that point.
I've seen that. It's great. I now understand who Matthew Lillard is.
Yeah.
Like why he has a career.
He has a massive tongue. That man is just all like limbs and tongue. It's very strange. Oh God, I just realized if he ever wanted to dress up as a mimic from Dark Souls, I think Matthew Lillard is the man to do it.
Interesting.
If you don't know what a mimic...
Matthew Lillard for the next Venom.
Oh, look, I I think that would be like the casting they had for Venom in Spider-Man 3, where it's like you get a good actor, but you don't actually get the right physicality for Venom. Like, I like Topher Grace, but
Yeah, Topher Grace. Yeah.
he was not a good Venom in that Venom way. He's not built correctly.
And I have some thoughts about the Tom Hardy Venom that I am going to share with you at a different time.
Well, we've just...
I enjoyed that film.
I need to see that film. We should watch that film. Post ISO.
Yeah.
We're getting...
It's not a good film, but it's a watchable film.
Oh, no, that's all I need. So we've just had some revelation that I just unfortunately clicked past a little bit. The Trash King explained to BK off-screen where the holes come from, and I think that's meant to be like an off-screen joke. I don't think we're meant to find out.
Yeah. Well, I think addressing the mechanic would potentially, you don't want to point too sharp a stick at it.
Oh, I love this. This is how they catch what kind of monkey or ape? There is a creature that is caught, or one of the ways to catch it is you find an abandoned termite mound, and then you put a treat inside, and when the ape/monkey goes in and grabs the treat, they can't pull their hand out again from the termite mound, but they won't let go.
This is also how Homer Simpson gets both hands stuck in vending machines. In an episode of The Simpsons.
Indeed. Yeah.
And I imagine that was based on the research into primates and termite mounds.
Into animal cruelty, yes.
Yep. Pickles.
Oh yeah, I could go with pickle. Oh, branch manager.
I've been having some strong pickle feels lately.
I got offered.
It's good.
I got offered like a store manager position once upon a time. I did not take it.
I have never been given health insurance in a job.
Oh.
Although I think that's an American thing more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
BK.
Wow. Do we get to make the decision? We don't.
No.
BK's making the decision in general. Yes. No, I'm given health insurance by the government, which is probably the difference between here and America. Yes. Good point, Tommy.
Yep.
I was not criticizing. Yeah.
Also, good round boy pointing out that Scream is a good and horny movie. That movie is extremely horny to the point where people hook up, and I'm like, why? There are so many other things happening right now. How could you possibly be thinking of this?
Yes, that is true. It's a lot of film. Weenie looking up pickle recipes, I think.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Yes, let's get the quadcopter.
Oh, that did a lot of damage, huh? Okay, so this is meant to, like, represent a boss fight without necessarily, like...
Yeah. It's really interesting that this is placing us back as Mirror in the narrative.
Yep,
like
doing the good fight.
Yeah, because we started off, like, from the perspective of Mirror, playing the game from the perspective of BK. Now we are absolutely playing the game as Mirror again. It's interesting that, and it's kind of foreshadowing in it, but not in a like aggressive way. That's a really it's fun.
Oh no! I lost to that attack. It's alright. If this blows up in time. Yep.
Oh, because the quadcopter can fill the hole with cement. Yeah.
I think it's an ice beam.
Oh, it was saying in the conversation earlier.
Oh.
I think that it had a cement gun
Oh.
that could fire something.
Correct. Oh no!
I just remember the phrase cement cannon.
Yeah.
And then I glazed over it because we were talking about horror films.
Because we were...
And various other things. 1,000 other things.
I do enjoy that this game addresses that, like, it is possible to hit walls and then have wall problems. Like, that's actually a mechanic in a fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so that bomb did the job there.
Yeah.
And now I need, drop a small bomb, ever. How was I meant to... Am I gonna lose this? Shit. I think I've got one more chance. But it wasn't dropping small bombs.
How are you supposed to be able to size up? I wonder.
I don't think so. Ah, come on. Ah, okay. And... Yeah, I can't...
Well, it's in this courtyard before. But I guess that's still out.
Yeah, okay, no, I am gonna have to redo this whole thing, I guess? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is... It has gotten to the point where it is now just annoying because I know what I'm meant to be able to do. And because of one moment of lag on a mouse...
Yeah, yeah.
I'd see, like... yeah. I don't have one-to-one control here over the hole.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see, now I'm just annoyed. Like, I can't... And even if I have one sort of a little bit here, I actually can't launch that. I can't absorb it, and I can't launch it without absorbing it. So, I don't know what we're meant to do except lose. This game's being real generous.
It might just be halving the bar every time. It's not actually.
Yeah, it's, Xeno's health bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah!
It is firing. It is firing at you, the turtle.
I can't express to you how mad this boss fight makes me.
This is,
I don't know what I meant to have done. Like, even if I didn't have a hole full of cement at the start of that, absolutely none of those explosives.
yeah, yeah. I guess if you'd got it earlier, it is doing the halving thing.
Yeah.
I mean, is it? Yeah, this is frustrating. I'm trying to figure out if there's. Does
Okay.
your hole grow when it's not filled with
Aha.
cement?
So if you get a hole filled with cement, you can't win this bit. It never drops a small bomb if you've got a hole filled with cement. That fucking sucks.
That's a weird dynamic. I would have thought that every round the hole grows in size a little bit, but it doesn't grow if it's filled with cement. Like, that would be a way of creating that same dynamic, that same paradigm of, you know, I have to not get it filled with cement or I'm not going to win this round.
Yeah.
Without it feeling, it just, yeah, it feels like it's, yeah, narrative serving mechanics rather than mechanics serving narrative.
Yeah.
Or
Agreed.
Not narrative, but like,
Yeah.
storytelling in general.
All right. Let's close out this plot.
But apart from, I mean, that's been one of the things that I've enjoyed about the game is that it doesn't do that. So,
Oh, revelations.
okay, we've decided to use a cactus.
Oh, cool. It's bazooka time.
Round 2. But if it has a bazooka, then maybe he can fire on the Trash King life.
Oh. Ha! Hell yeah, BK. Here we go.
Hey BK. I love how the hacking device is just a giant USB.
Yep.
Oh, fun. Yep. So we dodged the bazooka, and this is a puzzle that feels like very much the spirit of the rest of the game.
Yep.
So we have
Ooh.
to avoid the bazooka
Yep.
while firing him into the... Yeah. I love that hack protocol screen. That's quite fun. Oh, so there are bombs and a bazooka.
Yeah, I don't... Oof. Such damage we're dealing it. Yeah!
So much. Oh, okay, so you've got to take it down to 0 health and then you can hack it?
Yes. Exactly one cool time. Oh, that's awesome. If you eat quadcopter blades, you become a whole NATO.
Excellent. Well...
Oh, shit.
Amazing.
Justin, this is very loud.
It's not that for me. Listen, it's not
I just want to let you know you probably can't be heard.
I'm enjoying this Wizard of Oz prequel.
I'm going as fast as I can, my friend. There we go. Whew, that was very loud. Very cool, but very loud. Not the best audio mixing in this game. I'm gonna be straight up with you.
Not ideal. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. I made a bad Wizard of Oz joke that I'm glad got swallowed by the tornado.
I kind of heard it, so we're kind of still friends.
Okay, that's allowed.
Get shit on, Trash King.
Yeah, Trash King. Got him.
Oh, but now it's about the raccoons that moved here and the feelings that they have.
Yep. Now it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
Now that the problem has been around for long enough, we can't deal with it.
No, of course. BK calling the real shots here.
It's, what is the Trash King to do?
Let go of the pickle?
It's interesting because we don't have a backstory on the Trash King. We can't. I still don't quite know if this is a colonization narrative or a like the raccoons are like an overzealous like persecuted people.
Yeah.
I don't know if they previously were like relegated to like not living anywhere nice.
Yeah.
Or at all, not really having a home, or if they literally are just like, this place seems nice, let's trash it and we'll live there instead.
Yeah, if this was a film, it would require even just an opening sequence that gave like a little bit of like slightly oblique world setting for the raccoons.
Yeah. This is one of the things that I find difficult about. I'm watching the X-Files a bit at the moment.
Oh ho!
And I'm having a similar experience where when you establish a whole like world with its own internal logic in the third act, you miss all of the but why did they do any of the stuff they did? And in this they're giving them a lot more motivation than you might get in a lot of other things.
Yeah.
I know, Good Round Boy, I definitely get that it feels like a colonization gentrification thing. I agree with that. I'm just like, they haven't actually given me the backstory that I can feel 100% confident in that. I would like a little bit of that. I'm just trying to criticize anything of this game. It is beautiful.
Yep.
And so it must be torn down.
Ah, Coyote.
Yes, Coyote.
I love the way that people talk in text format with all the omg and everything.
Coyote is the best. the bunny's flow is a gross phrase.
It's so normal.
That's just how bunnies think about the world.
Yep. Oh man, morsel.
Morsel is fantastic.
Yeah, morsel rules. Yeah, thanks for threatening us. Bye-bye.
Does that mean if the Raccoon City's been destroyed, there's no more police force?
I think they were raccoon police specifically. Like, I don't think they were like the cops
Right,
of the...
there are other police.
Yeah. Like, Raccoon City happened... Raccoon City, like, took over Donut County, I guess?
Yeah, yeah. But they've still got some municipal functions taking place. Or is this the prequel to New Busburg?
Please, no. I beg of you. Who doesn't want to be introduced to a cool frog?
That's a good life goal.
Yep.
This dialogue is so good.
It's... Oh, man.
So amusing.
Yeah, this game's exquisite.
Hey there, cool frog. Bear Claw is definitely my favorite, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just in that last little bit of dialogue. Of these little snippets.
That's fair. That's fair.
I can't remember anything from the last playthrough.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Oh, trash stew. Mira is also continues to be the only confirmed human.
Yeah, yeah. I think Salt and Pepper are like a separate
Yeah, it's hard to tell with them.
genre.
It's just because everyone is so lo-fi, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Salt and Pepper, I think, are the closest to human.
Yeah, if I had to pick, like, additional humans, it would be they.
You must construct additional humans.
Oh, everyone's just friends now.
That's cool.
No.
Just gonna push the button.
Oh, mirror rules.
There we go.
Oh. Mm.
The question of who pushes the button was the the beautiful deciding question. That was real fun.
That was real fun, and this credit sequence is really strange.
Oh, very good.
I have...
Look at us finishing on 9 PM exactly.
Yeah, with our drone controls. Okay, this is very cool, but I'm done flying. Yes,
Yep.
please.
Fair.
Oh,
Fantastic.
what a great game. What a great game.
That was really very fun. And I wasn't even playing it.
Yeah. Which says something about a game. I mean, I think I watch a lot of playthroughs of games now. That's kind of a lot of what goes on our TV. So I have a lot of feelings about the joy of watching people play games in general. But
Yeah.
I like that for a lot of it, we could just hang out, right? It wasn't so deep that I had to sort of shush you at any point, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. I think it was a good pace for Cities in Motion, I think, maybe had like too much complexity, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but because that's the kind of game it is. But this is a kind of beautiful hold your hand on the way through. And and yet it muses on so many things, and it goes deep in a lot of directions.
Yeah.
But without requiring you to go deep the whole time. It's kind of, yeah, it's a voluntary depth.
Yeah. And I have a lot of
Yeah.
feelings about art, and how I think a lot of the more powerful messages are ones that are baked into what is going on in a pretty strong way, but aren't. I don't know how to express it. I like to hide messages in things, but they've got to be hidden still close enough to the surface, I think. Like, you don't want to hide them so deep that it's too oblique, but like, yeah.
I think that ideology in a lot of media, especially like narrative media, can be pretty jarring unless it is built into the experience. Like, you really need to experience what it is like to have the emotions or the behavior of a particular ideology. You can't just say this ideology exists and then expect that to be learnt when you have all this other stuff in your world that is being experienced.
Yeah.
And so this game being about, demolition and construction and what it means to have new worlds and that supersede existing worlds, and who has a right to that land.
Yeah.
This is a much deeper argument about property and possession and ownership and dispossession and all the flip sides of those things that could only exist in a game that is so inherently about, destruction of property.
Yeah.
which at its core is exactly what the gameplay is. You are tearing shit up.
Well, yeah. I mean, it looks like a Good Round Boy is sleepy. If you want to crash out, Good Round Boy, you are more than welcome to. Don't let us keep you from your precious sleep, given your early wake times.
Absolutely, do the sleep time. Make it happen.
Yeah, and we'll yeah. Oh, yep. Farewell, Good Round Boy. Yeah. I before we wrap up, I'll expand on that point with a thought that I just had, that we start as a destructive force, but like not tied into any ideology. We are just the joy of doing this thing.
Yeah.
And so that's really interesting when you are forced to take ownership of something that you thought was cool and natural and fun and just sort of presented to you. Here's a thing you can do and should do and need to do to progress. And then someone comes along and says, actually, when you do that, you are fucking with the people that live here and the lives we have built. Like, that's actually a really powerful choice as well, sort of divorcing the initial act, like drawing the player into that fun in a way that mirrors being drawn into that sort of, passive ideology that can happen.
Well, I mean, that feedback loop is at least, on a surface level, the same feedback loop that actually draws someone to do this thing, right?
Yeah.
The enjoyment of destroying a thing in this game is being here, by analogy connected to the experience of actually living the ideology of being a person that has destructive tendencies.
Yep.
And more broadly, as you play deeper, you get a bit of discomfort with it, but you're still someone that is comfortable with destruction. So you're being given this gray area, but because you persist, it's now embedding in it. Well, I'm not so happy with it, but I'm still happy to persist with it enough to get this story.
Well, I think what's crucial is you persist with it to the point that you push the Trash King with it to the point that the Trash King gives you the healing item, the thing that heals the land, which is the elevator out of the Hollow Earth, right?
Right.
So you have to take that destructive power to its source to extract forcibly the thing that will fix everything, which is a novel approach. I think that has merit.
I think you would struggle if there was a real disconnect, right? If you were just the person that's campaigning against the destruction of the earth, and then you're digging these holes and like you have to have some empathy for BK or it doesn't work. Which I guess is why having him be a soft, cuddly animal, with a sense of humor, you know, means that you can still feel that even while you're hearing the arguments against it,
Y-
and you still enjoy it on a kind of more, animalistic level.
Yeah, yeah,
It is the animal.
yeah. Well expressed. Yeah, that was Justin. That was very cool. Thank you for joining me for Donut County.
Very pleasing. A pleasure to be here. And yeah, thanks everyone.
Anything else? Oh, let me do the cool thing of hang on. I don't know if that worked because I'm not looking at. It did work. That's great. We're back to a more normal. All right, look, I'm just gonna
Fantastic.
quit out of there so I can actually just look at OBS because I don't have two screens anymore. That's fine. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the lovely people before we close out?
Oh, just that I love you all. Weenie, I'll continue the chess game off air. I have not forgotten. Yeah, if you want to support my stuff, you know where to find my stuff. It's not that hard to find. I do Neptune today. It's cool.
I'm trying to point to it, but I'm restricted by the frame that I made. So I'm just sort of gesturing with an elongated finger at Neptune today. Yeah, I finished listening to Monday is the day where I Monday/Tuesday is where I catch up on Yo podcasts. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Awesome.
Very pleasing. I was basically live tweeting you my thoughts, as you may have noticed.
I do enjoy that. Yeah, if anyone has feedback on that stuff, I really do love hearing what people have to say about it. Even if I never act on it, it's just nice knowing that people are listening and that there's interesting stuff.
It's nice when you're a creator. It's nice to know that people are there, and that's why I'm so thankful for Twitch chat for our chat bots. They're beautiful people.
You did a beautiful thing. We did have to ban a Twitch chatbot tonight.
That's
but
true.
That's okay.
Yeah. Well, they weren't a real chatbot. They probably weren't a P zombie. They probably had qualia, and that's why we had to kick them into the abyss.
We had to get rid of them. They were a real person suggesting, "Hey, you could buy followers."
Yeah. So they had to go. Justin,
Let's get rid of
as always, it has been a pleasure. Catch you next week.
Farewell. I'm waving. You can't see this, but I'm waving.
I'll wave.
Farewell.
I'll wave for you with two pseudo polyrhythmic hands. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.
Bye.